today.
A first down run there by Mostert as he'll get this forward for a gain of about 3. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 20 carries, 65 yards. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And when I watch them operate, I see a unit that's playing with extreme confidence. Offensive line, tight ends, wide receivers. You see a group that wants their number 8 rusher in the league end up being in the top 5 before it's over.
On second down, Mostert. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Play action. It's Griffin. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the Broncos are going to get possession here as they... Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Draymond Jones drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They're going on 4th down. It's Griffin. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real... This offense ready to head back out there as they'll take over with a little over a minute to play in this first quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Griffin. And his throw is incomplete. Well, Charles, you talk about this offense in this week 8 of the 2021 campaign. Now, normally this would be the halfway point of the season, but as we all know, there's now a 17-game regular season. And because of that, it seems like now maybe more than ever, getting your open week to occur later in the season, that could be a pretty big advantage.
Brandon, it's always been a big advantage, and now, as you pointed out, the possibility of it becoming huge, likely. Most teams want that later open date because of injuries, you know, getting that rest before the playoff push, all of those things. Sometimes when you get an open date early in the season, it's not really much of an advantage. You might be playing well, now it slows down your momentum. This is a big deal, and teams definitely like it. The later, the better.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go play action with Griffin. This will be caught. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, his 3rd touchdown now. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count. If you're 4-4 at the midway point, let's say you're saying 10 wins is your cutoff line for a playoff berth. It's usually right around that number. A loss here, all of a sudden you got to go 6-2 down the stretch just to reach 10 wins. That means this game is vital.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. On third down, Griffin. Flush to his right. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up fourth down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll try and throw for it with Griffin. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him. Well, their defense did the job. They got the turnover on downs. Now what can the offense do as they take possession? Now Griffin on first down. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll throw on first down with Griffin. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. On first down, Griffin. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. To throw is RG3. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Final play of the half. It's Griffin. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin. After a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. First down and a little extra for Mostert. And all the way up to the 21-yard line. 61 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it first and 10 now out past the 20. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Griffin. Six. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he'll get it down here to the 43. And quickly, they get to the line. This is Mostert. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Play action. Now Griffin. And he will find his man, Samuel. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Running the sweep with McLaurin. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
They hand it off to Mostert. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Raheem Mostert, his 9th touchdown of the season. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a 1-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
2nd down, here's Mostert again. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Mostert. And some room to work. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, touchdown, Washington. Raheem Mostert, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And Washington going to add on to their lead. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind,
well, their defense did the job. They got the turnover on downs. Now what can the offense do as they take possession? Griffin now off the bootleg. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Here's Mostert. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Broncos will take over on downs. And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went. Late late stages of the game here in the fourth quarter as this offense takes over 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Off the play fake. Here's Griffin. That's swung out to Mostert. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Washington on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Griffin. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Being chased out left. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it. We are in the 4th and final quarter as the offense will have the football starting this drive 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Oh, Griffin's going to throw. Steps away to his left. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
This is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.